Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Floyd Humphreys from floydhumphreys.com. And today, I want to talk about how you can capitalize on the CBD craze. And I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but everybody's talking about CBD oil and all the wonderful things it does. And people, you can do a Google search online and find literally millions of testimonials from people who have been using the product. And it helps people to sleep that used to have to take sleeping pills. People that are epileptic that used to have 100 seizures a month, now they don't have them anymore. Just a few drops into the tongue every day. In fact, a few drops into the tongue will stop a seizure in seconds or just a couple of minutes. And so it's really powerful stuff. And it's the reason why medical marijuana is such a big deal right now. Now, of course, CBD comes from hemp, and it's not marijuana, it's hemp. And hemp is not on the controlled substance list any longer because Trump signed the Farm Bill, and which was just stupid anyway for it to even be on the controlled substance list in the first place, because you can't get high on it. Even if you smoked 18,000 tons all at once, you couldn't get high. So anyway, has a lot of benefits. The human body has CBD receptors whose sole purpose is to find CBD in order to aid the immune system in the brain and circulatory and stuff like that. And so the fact is, God designed the human body with CBD receptors, and that meant that He fully expected people to use CBD. So if you're not using CBD, well then you're not as healthy as you could be and should be. So anyhow, that's one of the reasons it's exploding. And so now CBD is not only legal in all 50 states, it's also a national crop. So you got people in Kentucky that used to grow tobacco that are now growing hemp. They can make rope and papers that save our forest. They can make plastic out of it. So, I mean, it's just a superb product. Anyway, that's aside from the health benefits. And so the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on paper made from hemp. In those days, pretty much everybody grew hemp because you was considered relatively stupid if you didn't. They'd think you was, just, a retard. So anyhow, somewhere along the line, the Satanists made it illegal, and so even research on it was illegal for the longest time, and but now it isn't, and it still is in other countries around the world. The United States is the only country on planet Earth where you can get CBD oil and that still has trace amounts of THC in it. THC is the chemical that gets people high, and hemp does have a trace amount, so small, it's measurable, but it's not enough to get you high. And so the FDA has approved its safety, and there's no problem there. And so now doctors all over are recommending that people take CBD. In fact, my doctor, when I told him that I quit taking my sleeping pills because CBD worked better, and I, told him how that I hadn't had a Charlie horse ever since I started taking the CBD oil, and he was pretty impressed, and he knew all about how it helps anxiety and epilepsy and ADHD and ADD and depression and stuff like that, and he was well aware of that. But so he started at first. He says, well, have you got some cards? And I'll give them out. And he gave out lots of cards, and people was calling me and stuff, and that was my doctor. And I told him, I said, I appreciate you giving my cards out, but I said, you can make money from this. And he says, well, I've got enough money. And I said, well, yeah, I know you do, but you don't have enough time. And so I said, it won't take you very long, in a year, maybe 2, maybe 3, and you'll have so many people under you that your income will surpass what you make as a doctor. And he says, well, to tell you the truth, he said, if I'd have knew how bad Obamacare was going to mess up the doctor business, he said, I would have never been a doctor in the first place. He says, they won't let me do what I want to do. And President Obama, he promised that the doctors or the government would never get between your doctor and the patient. And of course, he was competing for the world's greatest liar. Because he wanted to be the biggest liar on planet Earth, and I don't know that anybody awarded him that, but he deserves the title. Anyhow, so CBD is hot, and it's really hot, and it's already made millionaires out of hundreds of people, but it's going to make millionaires out of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and not just in the United States, but all over the world, because people are going to wake up and realize that CBD oil was created by God for a reason, and it was the health of mankind, and just like it says in the Bible. So they're going to realize, just like the United States did, that it's not only not harmful, it's incredibly beneficial. And so, of course, the medical industry around the world, they fight it because they don't want for there to be things that help people that they can't patent. They don't make money if you can just grow a plant and you're not sick anymore, and they can't patent that, and they make billions of dollars on keeping people sick and hooked on these drugs and stuff. So so it won't happen overnight, but it's already happened in the United States, and it will happen around the world. And when it does, then the world is going to be wide open. Now, right now, you can sponsor people in England or Australia or Canada and India, Africa, wherever, Mexico, and so, in fact, you get a bunch of ads for free as an affiliate, and landing pages, and they have several different languages, so that you're not limited to just the English language. So they have an automated system where people go to these ads, and they see the ad, and they answer it, and it's in their language, and then after that, it's an automated system that emails them every day, tells them things about their downline, how it's growing and stuff, and it is, and it's because, like, for instance, me, I bring in, I try to never get under 20, but I really try to not ever get under 30 people a day that take my free tour. And so that's people that go to my landing page and see what the business is about. And so that's, 30 people a day. Sometimes it's 50 or 80, And so it's an automated system, and so I don't really have to do anything. I don't have to call anybody. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to go to any meetings. I can do the whole thing in my underwear. I don't even have to go anywhere if I don't want to. I can be a hermit and stay home all day. In fact, I can do the whole thing and only work about an hour a day. Just, I place a couple of ads here and there, and some people just do it all on Facebook, social media, Facebook groups, and Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn or something like that. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, and but you get a system to where you have your opportunity in front of people all the time, and then your business grows. And over a period of a year's time, you're going to get people that have got people that have got people, and and it'll grow. And sure, some will quit, but they won't all quit, and the ones that see the vision of what's going to happen will be in it for good. And that's because when you look at the world leaders in network marketing, the people that are making over $1 million a month, those people have been doing it for 10 years or more. So, they didn't become a millionaire overnight. It took time to build. But I don't know of any other business that you can build so quickly and so inexpensively. And so it's like a dream come true. All the overhead is done for you. You don't have to do any manufacturing. You don't have to do any warehousing. You don't have to do any shipping and receiving. All you have to do is tell people about it, and that's it. And you can do that on a website. So, and you can have a blog, and you can make YouTube videos like this one, and it all attracts people. So anyway, what happens is, after 2 or 3 years of doing this, you build an organization that has thousands of people in it that are buying CBD every month, and that gives you a nice, healthy check, and you can retire definitely under 5 years. If you take it seriously, if you don't do anything, then if you don't work, you don't get paid. But if you take it serious, you can easily retire under 5 years. And when I say retire, I mean, you know, between $10,000 and $50,000 or more per month. You know, probably closer to $100,000 a month if you took it serious. So if you want to know more about this business and how you can become an affiliate, I'll put a link under this video, and you can take a free tour and see if it's for you. And because you can keep right on doing what you're doing, but in 3 to 5 years' time, you can be retired, and then you don't have to do that anymore unless you want to. So it's freedom is what it is. It's freedom. So I hope you have a great day.